Joining us now, I have author of the new bestseller, Confronting the Presidents, No Spin Assessments from Washington to Biden. Bill O'Reilly, host of the No Spin News on BillO'Reilly.com. Bill, how you doing?
I'm delirious here, Markie, but clear-headed enough to answer your perceptive questions.
Perfect. Then let's get straight to it. Bill, it's a huge day in Washington. Let's start with the White House meeting today. I'll just use the word that everybody else at home is thinking. Awkward, right? I mean, when the doors closed in the Oval Office today, what goes down?
Well, there's going to be a lot of people there. It's not going to just be Biden and Trump. So I don't know. It's going to be awkward. It's primarily, and this is in modern times very common. It did not happen last time around, though. In 2020, Trump and Biden did not meet because Trump was claiming that there were all kinds of malfeasance, and so no meeting. But usually after administration changes, national security people get in there, and they don't talk specific strategy, but it's here's where we are in Ukraine, here's where we are in Gaza, here's where we are on Iran, this is the latest, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Because remember, the Trump transition team doesn't have that information. They don't get daily briefings. So that's what it's really all about. There's pleasantries. Nobody throws pies at each other. There's not any politics involved. It's nuts and bolts, primarily foreign affairs and things like that.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to happen every 4 years, but hasn't it, this specific instance not happened since, what, 92, where an outgoing president welcomes in an incoming president that he, competed against, right? George H.W. Bush and Clinton? I mean, there is some. I also think about the staffers today, who wanted to stay for another 4 years.
Well, what about them? They're not going to be able to stay, so they're not going to be in a meeting anyway. It's just going to be national security people and high-ranking aides to both presidents. I don't anticipate, and we won't know. There's not going to be any press. There'll be leaks, but you can't even believe that stuff anymore. But I don't anticipate any turbulence at that meeting today.
Yeah, I also told VP Harris won't be there. Let's talk about your thoughts on Fox News host and U.S. Army vet Pete Hegseth being nominated for Defense Secretary. Captain in the Army National Guard, 2 Bronze Stars, tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, Princeton grad. What do you think about this pick, Bill?
I don't know, Mr. Hegseth, because when I was leaving Fox News, he was coming. He's got a very good resume as far as military is concerned, but his job is different than the traditional, will be different, I should say, than the traditional defense secretaries. So, Chris Cuomo, right?
I've heard of him.
Remember him? Yeah. I talked to him last night, and it's important that Americans understand that the way that Donald Trump is putting together his administration is very different than most presidents have in the past. There's some similarities to Franklin Roosevelt, and I'm sorry to be a pinhead here historically, but it's not out of left field, to use a cliche. So what Hegseth's job is going to be is to watch the generals, because Trump got burned so badly by them the last time around. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, but I don't really see Pete Hegseth making policy. He's not going to be Donald Rumsfeld. You remember Bush the Younger's guy. He'll be reporting back to President Trump about, look, here's the problems we have in the Pentagon. Here's who does this. Here's who does that. Here's woke. Here's somebody who isn't woke. He's eyes and the ears.
Yeah.
And the defense policies will be made by the national security advisors. They're the ones that are going to make the policy, not the Defense Department. Yeah. That's how I read it.
Well, we like it when you're a pinhead historically. That's why we got you on every Wednesday, Bill. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.